Have a big night, my man.
Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. Along with our broadcast team of Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan, I hope you'll join us in welcoming our... And before we...
Thank you, Kevin.
As hard as he works, great that he takes care of himself, too. D.A., thank you. Kobe, a lot of teams now playing a more spread-out offensive style. You played with a spread four and Robert Horry, Lamar Odom. You also played with more of a twin tower feel on your roster. Which way would you lean when you think about those different styles?
That doesn't matter to me.
You like them all?
Yeah, it just depends on the personnel that you have.
Right.
And with the personnel that you have, you make the most out of it.
That puzzle you keep talking about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just, every puzzle's built differently.
Right.
Right? And you just try to do what you can with what you have. So it doesn't matter.
And you like that figuring out process.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Even though you're the same, you've got to kind of adapt now what's on your roster.
Yeah, you have to be able to adapt to the players that you have around you, you know, and understanding what they need. It's not what you need. It's what do they need. And as long as the leader of the team can make that shift, they'll be fine with whatever they have on their roster.
Great description. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. On the floor for Miami, Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Webber is out there with Dwayne Wade, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Wade surveying the D. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So it's the Lakers now. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
Here's Wade. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Six on the shot clock. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You got to give the D credit there. Affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
And staying with the play, Harris.
Just no let up in Harris. He's very active and just solid at keeping possessions alive.
Wade kicks to Johnson. And that's going to be a travel. Kobe, a lot of guys would keep written notebooks on team styles, individual players. Some do it mentally. What did you do?
I used to do that too at the start, and then I started kind of looking at the lineage of coaches and started figuring out that most of them come from the same coaching pedigree. Therefore, the defensive packages are pretty much the same.
So you study coaches.
Well, yeah, because the defensive schematics are all the same. Like if you look around now, how many Popovich disciples do you have?
A lot.
Right, so you're essentially playing against the same defensive strategy that you would see against a Popovich team. The same offensive philosophy that you see from a Popovich team. Right, so it's all consistent. It's all there.
Whiteside kicks to Johnson. Trying his luck deep. It's hauled in by LeBron.
Very shaky start for them. After 4 attempts, they're still trying to find the target.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That is his first foul of the game. Here's A-Train. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Memphis.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. He couldn't keep him down.
They're getting theirs before the defense can set up.
That's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Harris outside. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And it goes down 2 points. James has got his first bucket of the night.
And no one can really compete defensively with LeBron's athleticism. I mean, his strength, just too much to match up with.
Here's Wade. Here's Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint.
Here's Johnson. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers in Los Angeles. We've got Beasley. Kyle Kuzma is out there with A-Train. That's Rajon Rondo. And it's Stevenson in at the 2 guard. That's the Laker 5. Kobe, the NBA right now is trying to spread this game worldwide, even more so by developing basketball academies. But is enough being done, in your opinion, to develop players right here in the United States?
No. You shouldn't have players that can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you shouldn't have players that can't shoot. Like,
We seem to talk about that a lot.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like, at what point when you're starting out playing basketball at the age of 10, 12, does a coach not say, come here, son, let me teach you how to shoot the ball? How does that not happen? You know what I mean? And I think it's just, coaches see a player that's extremely athletic. He's bigger than all the other 13-year-olds. He runs faster. He can dunk at 13. But the coach is like, just do that. Because we want to win today's game. Just dominate him. Just dunk, dunk, dunk. And you wind up hurting the kid.
Right.
As opposed to taking your time to develop their game and help them be well-rounded.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, A-Train in the last game against the Grizzlies was terrific. He finished with 27 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also finished with a season high in rebounds. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
David, appreciate the report. He was a one-man show in that game.
And, it'll be interesting to see how much that took out of him. I mean, he'll have a hard time putting up anything even close to those numbers here tonight.
Well, it should have taken all the energy out of him. It should have taken something out of him, Greg. I mean, he pushed the envelope in every way that night. He was unreal.
Kobe, you talk about that skill development for young players. A lot of it would seem, falling on to AAU coaches.
Yeah, sure. I'm not a big fan of AAU in the way it's currently structured.
A lot of people aren't.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of it at all. And I think we need to get back to teaching the game, patiently teaching the game. You're not going to learn all aspects of the game in 1 year, 2 years, but you have to have a plan and, year to year, add things to your game.
Johnson finds a limit. And Kobe, I remember you saying that curiosity is such a valuable trait in a player. I bet the triangle is a very intriguing offense for you to learn and grasp.
Oh yeah, it created such a system. It's like, jazz. When people watch jazz musicians orchestrating, it seems as if they're freelancing, but they're freelancing with a built-in structure. You have to have structure in order to be able to freelance and create these amazing things. And the triangle gave unbelievable structure. And some of the people that I've talked to that have competed against the triangle and lost against the triangle, whether it was to us or to the Bulls, all lament about the triangle is the biggest crock of garbage. It's just you and Michael. Then I said, you know what? Let's have a conversation about that. You remember this play? Yeah. Okay, that play happened at the moment.
That's what I'm talking about right there. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Inside, Johnson. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
You can count on Olenek to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate. And that feed was phenomenal.
No good from A-Train.
Wasted opportunity. That's a good chance right there for an easy 2 on the open jump.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. 5 on the clock. Here's Johnson. And the shot is long.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. A-Train, the pass to Kuzma. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And let's take a look at the playmaking here. This chart with the assist totals split between the front court and the back court tonight for the Heat.
And their guards have been the ones to really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
Back to Johnson. Passes it to Adebayo. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4. Let's talk about something that I know fascinates basketball fans, Kobe, having that competitive streak, which is something that runs deep for you. Talk about the desire to dominate and completely destroy your opponent.
Well, it's the spirit of competition, right? I don't think you're doing anybody any service by going out there and competing half-hearted, right? If you truly respect the person that you're facing, then the right thing to do is to compete as hard as you possibly can against them to bring the best out of them. And that's on both ends of the floor. You can't be a one-way dominant player. You can't just compete on the offensive end and take it off on the defensive end. You got to play both sides of the ball.
Your motor never stopped. I mean, that's from our perspective on the sideline, watching you play on both ends of the floor, like you said.
Yeah, you got to keep going. And to do that, you have to train really, really hard in the off season. Yeah, that's a lot of conditioning. It's a lot of weight training, right? You have to train in extraordinary ways in order to do extraordinary things.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. LeBron, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And Ball subbed in for Rajon Rondo.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Miami leading by 3. Weber kicks to Whiteside. Here's Johnson. The rebound by A-Train.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
James looking around. Harris passes to A-Train. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. Back to LeBron. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Laker. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've seen a tremendous game from Harris.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Oh, yeah, and in the first half, he was not only changing shots, he was sending them back into the crowd.
Here's where Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. Down low, it's Johnson and Whiteside. Johnson and Richardson, they're the wings, and it's Weber in at the 1. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Miami. Free throw good, LeBron.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
Weber against Ball. Now here's Richardson. With the shot. Rebounded by McGee.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Oh, you got to love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Pass to Wade. About 1 minute played here in the second half. He can't get that one. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Kyle Kuzma had a tough upbringing in Flint, Michigan. He said they had the recession, lead in the water, It was like an urban war zone. We probably moved 14 times before I was 16. Basketball was my key. His drive to succeed in the NBA was born of a desire to escape that environment. Kevin?
A tremendous work ethic, David. Thank you. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. They need this. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
Third straight miss to start the half. But it's still early. No need to panic.
And it's been about that execution offensively. I mean, they have been superb.
Yeah, and it's been a team game, a number of contributions. Guys staying focused. That's why the league continues to grow.
And the Heat call time here. A-Train with a strong contribution so far in this one.
This is a critical timeout for them. They've got to come up with a plan to slow him down right here and right now.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Now, while we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up, let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
You take a look at the A-Train. I think he's going to be a spectator at this year's three-point contest instead of a participant. But everyone knows he's a heck of a shooter.
Yeah, but it's not going to take away from what would be a great contest this All-Star weekend. The shooters that are lined up to be there are phenomenal.
And as the votes keep pouring in, we'll keep you updated on any changes to that list. It looks like we're going to have quite a group.
Man, you talk about the ultimate marksman's list here, Kevin. Maybe this will be the year somebody gets that perfect score.
Richardson kicks to Weber. Again, the miss by the Heat.
They haven't been able to get their legs under them since coming out of the locker room. 0 for 4 to start the half.
The Heat trail by 17. Wade outside. Now here's Richardson. He's guarded closely. Harris against Wade. To end the drought. The Lakers with the rebound. McGee's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Ball. Weber kicks to Wade. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
The aggressive mentality. That's what Wade has. He finds different ways to get to the strike.
The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
In taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Here's Harris. Good, and the assist goes to James. 14 points for Corey Harris.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity. And since they come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
And don't forget, very accurate. Taking shots within the floor of the offense. Not something that can be said for their opponent.
And here's Weber. 7 points in the game. Pass to Adebayo. And no good. Good D by James. Left side Harris from past the arc. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And this is how lethal Harris can be off the pass. Excellent at catching the D by surprise.
Weber against Rondo. Weber, the pass to Richardson. Right side trying to break free. Richardson, no luck.
Wow, he's really been dragging him down tonight.
Here's A-Train. Richardson cover. And the pass to Kuzma. The dish to Harris. Here's Rondo. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Now Weber. Stats on him. He's averaging 9 points a game. Down low. Got a piece of it. 9 feet out. Whiteside, no good. LA's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Hits. Count that one from A-Train.
Yeah, you got to respect the awareness level of Rondo. When his teammates have a clean look at the basket, the ball gets there without hesitation.
Back to Wade. And that time, also a missed shot.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, he's played a smart and strong game. His field goal percentage proves it.
Ingram, he's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Harris. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. A-Train, the pass to Ball. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. McGee finds James. Good on the three-point shot. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And it's Wade with the ball for the Heat. Ball out there with Harris. Then there's A-Train. Then it's LeBron James. And it's McGee in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Yeah, going up against a big run, trying to mount one of your own. I mean, it's exhausting and takes a tremendous amount of energy here.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
James is a workhorse down deep. When he's close to the basket, you better wrap him up.
And the Heat with some changes. Winslow's checked in for Johnson. Jones comes in for Josh Richardson. And Dion Waiters subbed in for Dwayne Wade. They get it back. Whiteside, good. Whiteside's got 4 this quarter.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Winslow against LeBron. A 3-ball. That shot off. Now the Heat take it the other way. Weber looking around. That's tipped. Kicks to Jones. Passes it to Weber. Jones finds Whiteside. 4 on the clock. And there's the call on A-Train. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Pass to Whiteside. Raiders against Harris. And off the glass. That one's good. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Corey Harris. The 3. And James with the basket on the assist from Harris. James has got 14 points now in the second half.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
LeBron against Winslow. To the paint. Here's Jones. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to A-Train. Harris, right side. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And here's the upcoming schedule now for the Miami Heat. On Wednesday, They'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz. And then on Friday, they'll take on Marc Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And Waiters kicks to Jones. Back to Waiters. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Weber, the pass to Waiters. To the middle. There's Winslow, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
On the wing, James. He kicks it to McGee. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Winslow. Weber against Ball. Winslow finds Waiters. Back to Winslow. Jones looking for an opening. 5 on the clock. Here's Whiteside. With 1 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. That one goes in.
Adept at scoring from any area of the floor. Harris, a guy you got to stay up on.
Weber kicks to Winslow. Inside. Good ball movement here by Miami. Raiders no luck. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. A-Train, the pass to Ball. Inside, A-Train. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. That's 28 points for A-Train.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, what I like about it most is he's doing it efficient.
Yep, that one goes in there.
He's giving them a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. James in the post. Covered by Winslow. Shots good from A-Train.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
There's the lob to the hoop, and Jones slams it in.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
You're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. And a tremendous Unleashed Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit.
Oh, you love seeing James soar like an eagle. He's exceptional at rising up quickly for the alley-oop.
Weber kicks to Jones. That one goes. Count it. LeBron with it. Scoring at will. He's had it going on offense.
And it's not as if the defense hasn't focused on it, but he is just at a level right now offensively where you cannot deny it. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Free throw good. James. And some changes here for the Lakers. Zubac is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Stevenson comes in for Harris. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Ball. And then for Miami, Olynyk is checked in for Whiteside. Ellington comes in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Briante Weber. Johnson kicks to Olynyk. Jones for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's A-Train. He dishes it to Stevenson.
Don't let Lance shoot that.
The pass to A-Train. Poked away. From deep. The shot that time not on target. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Winslow. The shot comes out. Good D by LeBron. Los Angeles has gotten 8 shots off from 3-point land and hit half of them. And the Lakers with another miss. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Johnson right side. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Now that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for A-Train.
He had those defenders shaking their heads. There were times when they thought they had a handle on him. And then just like that, he'd go off on another tear.
And so Luke Walton decides to call timeout. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, A-Train.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Lakers. So it's the Lakers now. Here's A-Train. 36 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
Well, they've gotten serious, stringing together some game-winning buckets.
Johnson against Rondo. Johnson finds Olynyk down low, and it's Winslow that time on the assist from Olynyk.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
Here's A-Train, covered by Winslow. The shot's good from A-Train.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
There's Winslow. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan.
Man, it was dope. I really felt the
Greg.